Greetings everyone, Master Grogan here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, happy Saturday to you. I'm back in town here at the Martial Arts Academy. We had a book signing last night, which was fantastic. So many people showed up, and I got to sign the books and talk to them, and a lot of them were students, and a lot of people were not students. Just fans of the Grogan's Bully Proof and Kickin'Life page, and came by and got their book autographed, and it was fantastic. And then today, taught three absolutely amazing clinics, if I do say so myself. They were fantastic. We've talked about, kind of big thing is the thing I've been talking about a lot lately is the defeated posture and bully proof posture. It was a big thing I did with the kids. I'd look in the mirror and say, all right, do this, head down, shoulders forward. Say, no, defeated posture. Shoulders back, head up, tiger's eyes, lion's voice, hero posture. And not only does that send out a signal to everybody around that you believe in yourself, that you're confident, that you're bully proof, but psychologically up here in the melon there, it sends off a vibe. You just feel better about yourself. Yeah. And then after that, we had our black belt testing, which was fantastic. We had, 11 students testing, and they did an absolutely fantastic job. And Master Wilkinine's been kicking some serious tail here lately. I mean, really, he's been doing a phenomenal job with preparing the candidates and connecting with the parents, and doing a great job of continuing to build the legacy that we've started here with the Academy. And I'm so very, very grateful and thankful. So with all that out of the way, and those that didn't know, the book is out, Grogan's Bully Proof, or it's Becoming Bully Proof. Grogan's Bully Proof is the website and the brand, but Becoming Bully Proof. And we hit #1 new release bestseller in 4 categories. I'm humbled and honored beyond words. And if you've purchased a copy, please, after you read it there, jump back on Amazon there and give us that 5-star review if we've earned it. There's 5. Yep. And because that helps rate us higher in the search engines, and more people will gain access to the book. So what I want to title this video, Perseverance. And perseverance is the foundational piece of our black belt principles. It's actually the 8th one, the last one, and I put it there for a reason, because that is the foundational piece that holds everything else up. And I put on this video here, perseverance is a foundational piece to all success and inevitably happiness, right? Because we feel better when we succeed. But we don't feel good usually during the times when we need to persevere and battle through. And usually perseverance happens, I can't think of a time when it hasn't happened, after you've had a setback, after you've had a failure, after you've been knocked down. And one of the last things, or the last thing we do, our testing, black belt testing or rank testing, is board breaking. Now, I use real wood. Now, for the smaller kids, I cut it down into 4 inches or 6-inch sections of a 1-inch board. But for black belt students and adult students and teen students, it's a 12 by 12 board. And they don't always break. As a matter of fact, usually the first couple hits, man, you have to persevere. You have to battle through. And the reason I do that, and others have gone with balsa wood or something at other martial arts studios, and I'm not here to judge. People do what they want to do. But my thing is, we use real wood for the simple fact is, it teaches you, one, to have proper technique. So you got to keep working on it. You have to be accurate. And then the third reason, it usually doesn't break the first time. So you're going to have to persevere and battle through. And that's what happened today. We had a handful of students that broke on the first time, which is great. They did a great job of preparing and practicing. And but there are other areas of the test that they had to persevere. Like we do one section, they have to do 120 punches in 30 seconds, and then these kicking combos, and then our self-defense and our self-defense gauntlet. We got people attacking you from all angles. I mean, I'm really, really happy and proud of what we've created with all our testing, but especially the black belt testing. And the whole goal behind that is I want to prepare kids and the parents to see, one, what the kids are capable of, following directions, battling through, persevering, not giving up, but most importantly, prepare them for out there in the real world. When, not if, but when the bullies of life come, are they going to have the fortitude, the perseverance to battle back? And hopefully it never happens, but if they are physically assaulted, and there's a difference between, I don't believe there's a thing as physical bullying, it's physical assault and battery, when somebody physically puts their hands on you. I want them to be able to protect themselves there too. So we're pretty firm, pretty hard at the Academy here, but it's the right thing to do. So anyway, the perseverance. I talk about, this is I don't know, one of my favorite topics to talk about, but it's definitely up there. And like as I mentioned, it's the last black belt principle. It's the foundational piece. And when I put the black belt principles together, humility is number one, and perseverance was the last one. And those were the bookends. That's how it was. And I had, for a time, we had 6 black belt principles, then 7, and I just like, something's missing. Well, we've got 8 now, and it's in my mind, it's perfect where we're at. It's humility, courtesy, bravery. I call those the 3 mindsets. And then the core 4 right in the middle there, and that's what all our decisions are based on, is honor, integrity, discipline, respect. You know, we'll do everything we can to make it right, but if it doesn't align with those 4 pillars, our core 4 core values, then you know what, we're probably not the right place for someone else, and the decision's not right for us. And then perseverance is that foundational piece that holds everything up. And the reason that's so important, and I call it the foundational piece, because it's not a matter of if, but when life, bang, kicks your butt, drops you to the deck, knocks you down, you're gonna work one of 2 types of muscles. You're gonna work your perseverance muscles by getting back up and strengthening those babies, or you're gonna work on your give up and quit muscles. Now, whichever muscles you work the most are the muscles that are gonna control and rule your life. So if you get in the habit of giving up and quitting every single time something gets tough, before you know it, you're quitting at everything. You're always, you don't do it intentionally. It's not like you go out and say, you know what, today I'm just gonna quit at everything. Now, it happens over time. But the more times you get used to, or condition yourself to get used to not battling through and giving up, then that's what's going to happen. And we got a friend, John Cassidy. Hey, how we doing, buddy? John Cassidy. Perseverance, yeah, baby. Working those perseverance muscles. And because you get in the habit. And what you get in the habit of doing, you're going to do without thought. And what I mean by doing without thought, it just happens. Your subconscious mind takes over. Now, an example of that is, you know, we've moved to Florida now. I was back here last month. And I was here on a Saturday. It was good. I ran classes on a Thursday. We had day camp on Friday, and then classes all day Saturday. And I was here late working on some stuff. And when I left here, you talk about getting in a habit of doing something. I called my daughter and says, "Hey, I'm headed home. Why don't we get everybody together? Let's grab some lunch." And well, I realized, wait a minute, I'm back in Illinois, because it was the normal path that I've done for 20-something years. On a Saturday, I would stay late, and then I would leave, and then let's grab some lunch. And I actually ended up driving to our old house. Now, I realized it halfway there. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But that's the subconscious mind. It was on autopilot, because I got in the habit of doing that over and over and over and over again. Well, it's the same thing. You get in the habit of giving up and quitting, or when things get tough, you decide you're not going to battle through. Before you know it, that's how your life is. It's sad but true. But on the other side, the perseverance, you get in the habit of battling through each and every time you get knocked down, strengthening those perseverance muscles. There's Mr. John Cassidy, flex some muscles there. Thank you, sir. You get in the habit of working those, then that's what you do without thought. You just like, this is a no-brainer, man. I ain't giving up on this. And what does that lead to? That leads to success. When success leads to happiness in whatever field you're in whatever endeavor you're in whatever challenge you're going through. Now, here's the thing. I always get, I don't want to say called out, but people always say, well, you know what? The challenges just get tougher in life. And they do. And the reason they get tougher, because if they didn't get tougher, they wouldn't be a challenge. And what I mean by that is, if you're, let's say, a level 2 problem or challenge solver, and you got a level 4 problem, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. However, if you're a level 5 problem solver, because you persevered, you battled through, you conditioned yourself, a level 4 problem, that didn't even really come up on your radar. It's nothing. And I'm a big advocate always about, kids earning stuff. I'm so, what I say, earning stuff, earning their belts, earning their stripes, earning grades at school, earning trophies. I'm not a believer in this everybody gets a trophy nonsense. Simply because if we don't teach kids at an early age how to persevere, how to battle through, how to overcome small challenges, then there's no way in the world they're ever going to learn how to overcome big, major challenges that happen when you become teenagers and when you become an adult. Too many times as parents, yes, we want to guide our kids, we want to help our kids, we want to protect our kids. Absolutely, absolutely. But we can't continue, this is what I talked about today to all the classes, can't continue to spoon feed our kids. And what I mean by spoon feed, an example I give, you don't go to your kid's middle school class or middle school lunch period and say, all right, open up, eat your bites. That's spoon feeding. You don't do that. Well, you should be spoon feeding them in other areas that they can take care of by themselves. That doesn't mean we abandon them. We help them, but we can't be spoon feeding them either. And because we have a training log sheet here that the kids are responsible for. They have to fill it out. Each class they attend, when they work out at home, and the fourth week of the month is tip testing week. And they have to bring their training log sheet, and their training log sheet is their ticket to test. Well, if a kid says, oh, my mom forgot my training log sheet, and I'll just say, hey, is your mom testing? Well, no, I'm testing. I said, well, then you're responsible for remembering the training log sheet, not mom. And some people may say, man, that's awfully harsh on like an 8 or 9 year old or even a 7-year-old. Well, I don't think it is. It's teaching responsibility. Teach them to be responsible at an early age. And before you know it, they're being responsible with everything. I mean, once again, like the perseverance thing, the subconscious. You do it without thought. So anyway, got drifted off path there a little bit, as I tend to do. The theme of this video, like I mentioned, is perseverance. Perseverance leads to that success because you're going to have to overcome challenges. You're going to have to overcome battles. But I'm a big believer in helping kids, empowering them to learn how to overcome challenges and battles, the small ones when they're kids, so they're more prepared to overcome the bigger ones as they get older. Because if we don't, if they can't overcome small challenges, there's no way in the world they're ever going to learn how to overcome bigger challenges in life. And then unfortunately, that's what leads. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 34. I mean, that's insane. The number one cause of death for that age group is accidental death, which is a hodgepodge of anything they can't really identify, as far as well as an accidental death. But suicide's number two. And a big reason for that is that kids, they're hit with challenges and they've never learned how to problem solve. They've never learned how to stand on their own 2 feet, feed themselves, so to speak, and then the world gets to them. I mean, it really does. Now, obviously, bullying contributes to that 1,000%. And that's right in there. But a lot of that's the self-bullying, because they feel bad about themselves because they feel like they can't do anything. They can't handle any problems on their own. Now, with that being said, I encourage you to communicate with your kids and often talk about anything and everything, but have them, if you can't open the communication chain on small problems, it's not going to be open for big problems. Obviously, contemplating suicide is a huge, huge, huge problem. So that's another reason to, and the C and the ABCs of Become Bully Proof is communicate clearly and confidently, with any of your kids, you're at home, at work, if you're being bullied by a boss, communicate. You got to do it. All right, well, back to the perseverance, kind of wrap a bow around this thing and wrap it all up together. Perseverance, that is the foundational piece to building all success, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when life is going to hand it to you and knock you down, and do you have the fortitude to get back up? No, it's never fun. I've failed, and I hate losing, by the way, my gosh. But it's happened more times than I'd like to talk about, but it's helped drive me to become my very, very best. So, and I don't enjoy that either. I try and persevere by looking for new challenges, like writing a book, doing podcasts and video blogs, and pushing myself to learn and to be better and better and better and better. It's not like I'm sitting around waiting to fail at something, but I know the more I put myself out there, the more likely there are chances of lack of, failures. And I don't think it's a real failure unless you quit and give up, but I have failed at many, many things, but then I've persevered beyond that. And then I've also realized some things just aren't for me, Organizational, and as far as the business world, I'm not very good at it. And I could probably work to get better at it, but it's not my thing. My wife handles it, or I hire somebody else to do it, and now I focus on what I do best. And I kind of encourage you to do the same if you're at that level. So, and what I mean by at that level, if your business has grown to a point where you can outsource a few things. All right, what did we learn today? Perseverance. Working on 2 different muscles. Your perseverance muscles or your give up and quit muscles. Whichever one you work the most is the one that's going to control and rule your life. Work on the perseverance ones, battle through. All right, folks. Hey, remember, the book's out, Becoming Bully Proof. Check it out on Amazon, $14.95. Buy that thing and leave a 5-star review after you read it, and then share it with a friend. Let others know about it, because we're going to make society a happier, healthier, and safer place to live. I love you. I do. God loves you. He does. Please, get out there and share that love with the world and make it a better place, right? And until we talk again, you get out there and do your best, and I promise, you'll be your very best, you'll become bully proof, and you'll live your best kick in life. God bless you. God bless your loved ones. Can't wait to read your comments. Can't wait to chat with you again real soon. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.